and welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. In today's review, we're going to be taking a look at 5 flavors that was sent on to me by Smokeless Serpent. And you know how we roll, peeps. We're going to go look at the website, get some pricing information. I'm going to come back here, have ourselves a nice little 5 flavor tube session, and and talk about it. So let's go to that website. And welcome to the brief online tutorial for Smokeless Serpent. Live free and vape. Now let's check out the main website. You can find Smokeless Serpent at smokelessserpent.com. And this is pretty much the everything that you could possibly need to get started vaping you can find here. Or if you're an advanced user, you can definitely find things to keep you vaping of that nature. But what we're here for is the e-liquid, and to get pricing on that e-liquid. So I'm scrolling down here, and as you can see, they have 15 mils for $10, 30 mils for 18 bucks, 50 mils for 25, and 60 mils for 30. Now they do have 120 mil and 340 mil bottles, but pricing for that is not online. You'd have to actually get in touch with their store or email j@smokelessserpent.com, and that is exactly how you order juices. But now, as far as their e-liquids goes, they have a very vast selection of available e-liquids. And as you can see here, they have a very, very vast selection of e-liquids and flavors as well. So they could actually make you up one that you would need for, say, custom e-juice. Now, towards the end of this video, the whole entire review, I will put up the information how to contact them, as well as their telephone number and their Facebook. But as far as this goes, that'll do it for the brief online pricing tutorial for Smokeless Serpent. Live free and vape. Now, back to the review. Before I start, I must point out I did receive these free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the product will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. Now, each one of their labels is a little bit different, and like, for example, this one here says Smokeless Serpent at the top. There's your little devil dude, demonic possession. And down at the bottom, they have warning contains nicotine, keep away from children and pets. So I have that loaded up in my Aqua 2, which I have dual microcoil to about 0.4 ohms, and I have that on my Kelp mod. Let's have that vape. Okay, so the flavor profile that I'm getting on this is that it's like a real creamy fruit smoothie. Very delicious. I'm going to give the flavor profile on this. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Very all-day vape worthy. And the throat hit, I'm going to give a mild, which is 6 out of 10. And the vape production, 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty. See, we've got a little bit of a difference there. Got a lady on there this time, and this one's called Forbidden Fruit. Now I have Forbidden Fruit loaded up in my, what the hell is the name of this? Oh, that's right, the Orchid version 6. And I have this one dual parallel coiled to about 0.4 ohms. And this is going to be on my Ghost Mod by OBS. Let's have vape. Now, Interesting thing about forbidden fruit. What I pick up from the forbidden fruit is like a lot of different fruits, exotic fruits that you wouldn't typically find in e-liquids, which makes that a very unique, very divine approach for an e-liquid. So I'm going to give the flavor profile on this one. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. Very all-day vape worthy, very delicious. A throat hit, I'm going to give a mild, which is a 6 out of 10. And the vape production, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of unicorn dust. See a little My Little Pony with its rainbow there on the tail. Alright, so I have that loaded up in my Stellaire, which is the 22 millimeter Stellaire. And I have that. What do I have that cool at? Ah, okay, it's another dual parallel. So I have this dual parallel coiled to about, I believe it's about 0.4 ohms. And I have this on my 10 down line. This just screams sweethearts all the way. And this is a very, very enjoyable vape. Very all day, very all night vape worthy. I have to give this one a 9 out of 10. This is like the second best of the bunch that they sent me. Throat hit, I'm going to give a mild a 6 out of 10. And the vape production, 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Pink Panties. And I have that loaded up in an Orchid version 4, which I have dual microcoiled to about 0.7 ohms. We're going to fire this at 25 watts, which will give us about 4.5 volts. Very delicious. This is a strawberry shortcake through and through. I get a very generous amount of strawberry and cake batter, along with creamy whipped cream, Cool Whip, but the cream, you can definitely taste the cream, which is very good. I'm going to give the flavor profile on this one a 9 out of 10. Throat hit, I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10, which is mild. And the vape production, I'm going to give a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Here is called Serpent's Kiss. And I have that loaded up in the original Orchid, the Orchid V1, which I have dual microcoil to about 0.5 ohms. So we're going to fire this one at, we're going to fire this at 40 watts. Yeah, 40 watts. It gives us 4.5 volts. Now this is a custard. But this is a very unique custard because I've never had a custard like this. This is it's got pear and it's got hazelnut. And they're kind of balanced out with each other too. Very delicious, very all-day vape worthy. I might have to give this one a 10 out of 10. Throat hit, 6 out of 10, that's my mild. And a big production, 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. So there you have it, my peeps. That's 5 from SmokelessSerpent.com, which you can also find over on Facebook. And I just want to give a little bit of a heartfelt apology to the owners of Smokeless Serpent. You know, I was down a little while there, sick, couldn't taste anything. So, apologies on my part there. But awesome, very awesome flavors now that I can actually taste them. And so I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube. And as always, my peeps and peepettes, Happy vaping.